In front of you is the horizon, and we just tilt up a little bit, and you see at the top of the pole, just almost touching that light that's closest to us, is the moon. Now if you study it, and I want you to study it, and agree with me, if you agree with me, that the moon is aiming over, across, at the 3 o'clock position, as if there were a clock around it. You'd say, okay, it's aiming at the 3 o'clock position. In other words, straight across. There's not even up a little bit, not down a little bit, but straight across. And the sun is almost set, so obviously the sun's below the moon, underneath it. Now, here's the phenomenon. If you put your head, your nose, between the moon and the sun, here's the moon, here's the sun, between, and you kind of tilt it, so your chin and head are a little bit at an angle. That way you got your right eye kind of down, and you look at the sun, and then you shift your eyes, and your left eye is kind of up a little bit, and it doesn't take much to shift it to look at the moon. What happens is the angle of the moon changes from aiming across to aiming down right at the sun. Now, I'm doing this today because I just noticed when I was riding my bicycle, I thought, oh my goodness, I can talk about it. I want to talk about this every chance I get and have you study it. Now, tomorrow and the next day, I think there's going to be a bigger distinction. In other words, the moon will be aiming up a little bit instead of across, so there'll be a way bigger distinction in the change of its aim just by tilting your head. And I think the reason for that, this is my conclusion in this experiment, that the theory is that we live under a dome, so the light going up to the moon from the horizon, the light that we're looking at right now, just shows that. But when you tilt your head and look at the moon and the sun and align them like that, you kind of ignore the horizon, and you're looking at the moon with the light that goes from the moon up to the top of the dome, curves, comes down, and so it aims at the sun because it takes that path. So I think this is proof we live under a dome, and so therefore on a flat earth. But you think about it. Don't believe me, but you think about it and come to your conclusion why it does that. How can the moon aim down and not down at the same time? And tomorrow, I think it's going to be down and up at the same time. We'll do it tomorrow.